This video will show how to create a new assignment from scratch. It's a bit of a process, but being aware of how to create an assignment from the ground up could help you with editing borrowed assignments as well. From the home page, click on Teacher to go to your teacher dashboard. Then select the class in which you'd like to create your new assignment. From the course details page, go to the Assignments section and click on the green Create Assignment button. Enter a title for the assignment. The title can be edited later if needed. Then click the Create button. There are 3 panes in the assignment view: the coding pane, the console or output pane, and the instructions pane. The upper left-hand pane is the coding section. Depending on the skill level of your students, this could be blank, but it's a great place to provide information using comment notation and portions of starter code so that students can focus on just the skill you are practicing. If you use starter code, clearly identify which parts you want the student to edit. The instruction pane on the right includes formatting options such as entering code blocks for greater clarity. You can see that it's pretty much like a typical word processor with the addition of the code block formatting, and there is the ability to add images as well. If output matching will be used to give automatic feedback, it's a great idea to show the students the type of output that is expected. I'm going to put that in this gray block here. Here's a typical sequence that could be used to create clear instructions. I kind of go back and forth between writing the program, copying the output, then going back and erasing the program so that I can assign it to the students. An alternate sequence would be to create the answer key, save it as a draft, copy the assignment, edit out the desired code so that you can then present it as an assignment. So here I've written some basic instructions for the assignment along with some starter code on the left. This is a simple program that should just take the user's starting value, which in this case is 5, and a second input value, which in this case is 3, and create a sequence of numbers increasing by 3 each time, which should fit well into an Algebra 1 curriculum. So first, create your ideal solution. That will go here in the section where you alerted students to write their code. If the program asks for user input, use values that you would like to use as an example for the instructions. What should the starting value be? 5. How much should I add to get to the next term? 3. Okay, here are the first 5 terms. You can see this is correct. It does start with the 5 and increases by 3, goes to end of program. What I'm going to do is copy the exact output between the little carets, and I am going to paste that right into my instructions. The code block makes it very visually clear, and now the student knows what to expect. I can run this again and put any sort of input. I'm going to start with 12 and increase by 7. This is also how I will generate the output for output matching later on. At any time during this process, you can choose the student preview mode and see what the student will see, included feedback once you have set that up. If you are planning to include automatic feedback, that would be set up at this time because of the copying of the output that I just showed you. Setting up automatic feedback will be shown in a separate video. At this point, I will either save this assignment and make a duplicate in order to assign a non-answer key to the students. But in this case, I am just planning to delete the code and leave a nice big space there. A due date is optional, and you can set a time as well. And then if you're ready to publish the assignment, or if you'd just like to save it as a draft, go ahead and click Next in the top right corner of the page. On the correction page, if you are choosing to grade assignments manually, that is the default, just click Publish. This gives you the option to publish now, save as a draft, or schedule for a later date and time. You can come back to a saved draft and edit anything, including switching to automatic feedback later. Your publishing choice brought you back to the course details view, where the assignment will have been added to either the published, scheduled, or drafts category. Clicking on drafts will show the created on date. Clicking on scheduled will show the date it is scheduled to be published, but not the time. Clicking on published will display a summary, including the due date and the number of students in the awaiting help or feedback category. If you click on the number in the awaiting help feedback column, it will take you to the student submissions overview for the particular assignment. Viewing student work and providing feedback will be shown in a separate video. In the next video, we'll look at how to set up output matching for automatic feedback.